I'm Baxter, and here's a true story. In 1999, I moved to Las Vegas, Nevada, in the hopes of being, on the inside when the millennium rolled around. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All these people are gonna come to Vegas. I mean, early in the year, they were charging like $3,000 a room for one night. By the end of the year, if you would just show up, they would give you the room for free. There was like 50,000 less people than the year before. Kind of annoying. The whole Y2K scare, a bunch of people stayed at home. I mean, if I'm gonna die because the calendar changes, I'd rather be in the middle of Vegas with a bunch of, crazy drunken people than at home in my basement with a bunch of batteries and water. I digress. So I moved to Vegas with that idea. I moved in with these two guys, Mike and Terrence. So I was doing good, I was meeting people, having a good time. I mean, I was going out a lot. Vegas is fun. I mean, if you are local there, it's a lot of fun. Anyway, and another friend of mine in Los Angeles dropped in to see us unexpectedly. And he's like, I'm going to Amsterdam for 3 months. I got hired on a documentary. I'm just like, fantastic, let's party. He's like, no, I need you to watch my dog. And that was it. He leaves the dog, he walked off. So anyway, we got this dog who I've personally seen bite people before. Little kids at the park mostly. And I don't care for dogs, whatever. This dog doesn't bother me. So we kept it. So anyway, we decided to throw this pre-millennium party in August. A little warm up, see how many people we knew and who would come. And anyway, it was fun. It wasn't a big party. There were some good-looking girls there, good-looking guy. And best of all, we had a keg. I love a keg. I could be alone at home with a keg, and I love a keg. We locked the dog away in the back bedroom, put a sign up, and it said, "Danger, dog, do not enter." But it sounded funny like Danger Dog, so then that became the dog's nickname. The night was going fine. About midnight, I'm hanging out, rapping to some chicks. I pretty much have every chick in the place eating out of my hand. And then suddenly, we hear this crazy bark roar. And I know the dog. I'm thinking, crap. So I go running into the kitchen, and there's this guy, just, oh my God, he's got his hands on his face, blood pouring out. The dog's standing there like nothing. Like it's like, hey, what's up, guys? It's coming for a cappuccino. The guy's bleeding. Carol is freaking out. I took the dog to the back bedroom. So Terrence and Mike come running in. Terrence has been drinking as long as I have. I mean, we've been going out for 10 hours. Mike's been home from work maybe an hour, which, for him means he's only had 14 beers. Probably. Maybe he had 2. I don't know. Since he's driving in this story, he was drinking water. Apparently, the tip of the guy's nose had gotten bitten off. And, Mike gets the idea, put the tip of the nose on ice and they can reattach it, because Carol finds it. She sticks it in a martini glass, because she's a classy lady. I was thinking mason jar. She went the other way. Mike grabbed it, says, I'll drive you to the hospital. They run out of the house. We don't know what happened. Carol is like, oh my God, you won't believe what happened. The dog walks into the kitchen. He doesn't let the dog smell his hand, his crotch, his feet, nothing. He literally just drops down to his knees and says, hey dog. And the dog just lunges forward and bites his face. Mike comes back in, 45 minutes. He's like, they let the guy right in. Before he got that sentence out, he had a shot in his hand. So we went on partying throughout the night. It was a weird event, but didn't kill the party. Who cares, right? Not who cares, but you get the point. We don't know the guy. We have a keg. I mentioned the keg, right? About 6 o'clock in the morning, there's a knock. Go to the door, and it's this guy. I mean, I don't even know the guy's name. The dog bite guy. He's back. He's got bandages on his face. It's crazy. I go, what happened? And he's like, oh, it's okay. I'm gonna be fine. They stitched you up, but they couldn't reattach the tip of my nose. Which I almost started laughing, but I felt so bad for the guy. I mean, he's lost the tip of his nose. How would I feel? Anyway, he comes in, he's like, I want to see the dog. And I was like, what are you talking about? Why? And he's like, I want to make peace with the dog. And I was like, dogs don't make peace, I'm not leaving. It's not a good idea. You're saying he's gonna bite again. And the guy he refuses. He's like, I'm not gonna leave until I've made peace with the dog. I want the dog to know that there's no hard feelings. And I'm like, all right, it's on you. Wait right here.
Thanks, man.
I go get the dog. I bring back Danger Dog. And I've got this dog, both hands on the collar. And I'm holding back, and I'm just, you can see the tragedy unfolding in front of me. And this guy does it again. No sniffing, no crotch, no feet, no nothing. Right down, Danger Dog. Bit him again right on the face. Stitches ripped out, bandages off. He's like, oh my God. Like he's surprised it happened again. He goes running out the door. I go running into the bedroom with the dog, and I'm just like, what was that? What? I couldn't believe it. I was so freaked out. But who gets bit twice by the same dog in a life, much less in the same 6-hour period? 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm kind of picking up around the place, knocks on the door, and I'm like, please tell me. I don't even let him in this time. I'm like, please tell me you don't want to see the dog again. And he's like, no, I don't want to see the dog. Anyway, he starts telling me about the emergency room. He's like, oh, I went back and the same doctor was there. And he says, no one's dumb enough to get bit by the same dog in the same day. I refuse to believe it. And this guy's like, no, I'm telling you, doctor, it's not the dog's fault. And the guy's like, no, it's your fault. You're the idiot. I can't believe a doctor's telling a patient this. But this guy's genuinely an idiot.
Look, man, what I'm saying.
So he starts going on about, my face is cut up and I'm gonna have all these scars. And then he says, I think you should pay for it. And I'm just like, and I feel bad. Maybe I should pay for it the first time. I'll pay for the first 10 stitches, but not the next 20. And I'm just like, well, and he goes, look, man, I came to Vegas with a 5-year plan. I was gonna be the next sex symbol. I was gonna be the next Nick Nolte. And I genuinely wanna laugh. I get a smile. I think that's freaking hilarious. First of all, Nick Nolte's not a sex symbol. Second of all, why would you come to Vegas to be a sex symbol? I go, dude, you do what you gotta do. And I close the door. Never heard from him again. That's the story of how Danger Dog kept us from having to suffer through another 20 years of the next Nick Nolte.